And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on... And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Now here's DiVincenzo. It's deflected. Puts it up from 15. Middleton can't get it to go. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Wants to get it to Morris and does. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Here's Holiday. Off with the layup.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hits the jumper in space.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Leonard looking around. Zubac. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And, guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything from PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Middleton the pass to Giannis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Paul George. Milwaukee also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Forbes checked in. 1:56 left here in the first quarter. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Feeds it to Tucker. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Beverly with the ball. Now Leonard. good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Leonard's got 6.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Here's Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. 3-pointer. A rebound by the Bucks. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. The Bucks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Now here's Rondo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Taken away by Holiday. Now the Bucks moving it up. Holiday is running. Left side, Portis. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. Gets a very good look and converts.
Shooting over 43% from distance during his college career. This is Forbes' specialty.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. Shot to stop the run. The shot comes out. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks lead by. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of the
I think the underdog story, started with.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
We've got Patrick Beverly. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson, and it's man in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Pass to Nora. Fires the 3. They get it back. Banked in off the glass. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Outside Jackson. Bounce pass from Morris. Here's Mann. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. There's Jackson with the 3. And Batum kicks to Morris. And the Clippers miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Tucker. Back to Connaughton. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Yes, that goes in. Tucker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
And here's Jackson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. No good from Zubac.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's Jackson. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Batum. And that one hits back iron.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. 8-point game. Now the pass to Zubac. We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Shots good by Kennard.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
DiVincenzo with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And the dunk by Batum.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Bucks leading by 3. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. DiVincenzo passes to Forbes. The Bucks working the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. And now the Clippers on the break. George looking around. From deep, Zubac trying to break loose. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. To the middle, here's DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And again, the Bucks miss. Clippers trail by 3. The drive by Jackson. Outside, George. And it's all evened up. George has got 5 now.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. DiVincenzo against Kennard. Now here's Middleton. Defense right on him. The tray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George, that's a 2-pointer. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Drew Holiday's checked in for Milwaukee. The Bucks trail.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Here's Beverly. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Cousins against Lopez from the baseline. No good from Cousins.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Holiday. Lopez right side. Patterson bringing the double. The feed to Middleton. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Now Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Leonard attacking. Deflects the pass. The Clippers shooting well. 50% from the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Leonard, and he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Passes it to Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Shoots from the corner, and it falls over the rim and in. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket in this one.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Puts up a 3. That one, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Giannis, and it's good, 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Leonard. 10 points for him. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now here's Cousins after the miss from Bobby Portis. And finished off by Leonard.
And don't kid yourself about Cousins. He has the ability to see the whole floor, and he's willing to share the wealth.
Now here's Teague. Out to the wing. Connaughton passes to Portis. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And Teague, here we go. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
Here's Portis. And he overshot that one, missing.
It could be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Teague after the basket by Los Angeles. Outside Portis. Back to Teague. Good work defensively by Morris.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Here's George. He has 5. From 15 feet away, and again, no good by the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Kennard. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubats. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Jackson in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. George is checked in for the Clippers. On defense, the Clippers. Here is Forbes. Teague, the pass to Nwora. Just 5 on the clock, but they get it back. Second chance shot. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Portis.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Outside Jackson, pass to George. Rob. And so they foul intentionally. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Teague, the pass to Forbes. Here's Nwora. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. A different look for Milwaukee. To the paint, it's stolen by Morris. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
George dishes to Jackson. Kicks to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Jackson passes to Zubats. Off target with the open look. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Batum. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Morris. Kick out to Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. George dishes to Leonard. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And there's the pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. He kicks to Middleton. They get it back, and Antetokounmpo on the follow.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Leonard inside, defended by Middleton, and the call on the shot. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. They'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
Bucks trail by 4. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
In attack,
the coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said to them, guys, coming up, this is where the game could be won or lost. We need to make plays on both ends. Stay focused, stay locked in, trust one another. We'll see if they can keep that trust going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Middleton against Leonard. Over Middleton. Los Angeles with another miss. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And you know, Drew Holiday sometimes gets overlooked in the discussion of great point guards, but only because there's so much competition at that position.
20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Outside Leonard. Stolen by Middleton. So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Here's what's your take?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony, and it's Powell in at the small forward. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out. Yeah, this is when Melo's at his best, when he's active on both ends of the floor.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Lillard. McCollum kicks to Lillard. The 15-footer, Anthony with the bucket.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Leonard against Lillard. Leonard attacking, and he banks in the layup.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Leonard with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. And finished off by Leonard.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Back to Lillard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now, here's Lillard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
Here's Leonard. Batum passes to Zubac. And Beverly kicks to Batum. Here's Zubac. Outside Batum. Here's Leonard. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Lillard, the pass to Kanter. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
It's blocked.
Encouraging to see Kanter trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Jones checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Paul George comes in for Patrick Patterson. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. George looking around. That shot off. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 3. Oh, Covington in position. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Outside for Batum. Back to Rondo. Powell against George. The shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Jones. The Clippers grab the miss.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Powell. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Shot clock at 5. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Lillard's got 5.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
McCollum outside. Down low. Kicks it out to Lillard. Powell against Kennard. Lillard from outside drills the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Cousins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Over in the corner, Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And George gets it to go.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Lillard from outside. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. It's a 3-point game. Lillard dishes to Cantor. Here's Anthony. Another shot. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Lillard outside. A second chance effort. A shot off that time, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season, the Blazers were beset by injuries, and they fell short of their goals. Their star, Damian Lillard, said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity is ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Now here's Leonard. 6 points for him.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
McCollum misses off the left iron.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Leonard kicks to Cousins. Leonard inside. Working on Nurkic. Morris with the bucket.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the rest of the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Here's McCollum. The Clippers getting the bucket. Simons, the pass to McCollum. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Simons. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Back to Nurkic. Simons, the pass to McCollum. From beyond the arc and then some. McCollum's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Trailblazers. Leonard attacking. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
So for the Trailblazers, Anthony comes in for Jones. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Patterson comes in for Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Kawhi Leonard. And the basket by Jackson.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Portland no good that time either. Clippers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Basket counts. Beverly's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
What a nice little burst from Patrick Beverley to get in transition.
Simons surveying the D. Pass to Anthony for 3. The rebound by Patterson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Mann. Off target at the rim.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both. And that does it for our half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Anthony. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it's George finishing it off.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now here's Lillard. Passes to Kanter. Dish now to McCollum. Lillard against Rondo. Lillard attacking, and the shot goes in. Lillard's got 10 points.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him when we used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, that was worth the price of admission.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
McCollum kicks to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. McCollum passes to Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Defended by Batum. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Powell.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
And stolen by Lillard. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. McCollum against George. Lillard outside. Back to Powell. The pass to Cantor. And the layup's good off the glass. Cantor's got his second basket of the night.
Enes Kanter embraces physicality, and if he wants to score it, he's going to play right through the defense.
Lillard against George. Yep, that one goes. George has got 9 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Kicks it out to Lillard. Outside Anthony. McCollum trying to get open. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
You know, you'd be hard-pressed to find many players in the league that are as strong in the mid-range as Melo.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And George, here we go. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Here's Powell. Clock at 6. Outside, Jones. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Simons, he's checked in for Powell. Clippers leading by 5. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Leonard looking around. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Kawhi Leonard's length lets him play bigger than his size.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Pass to Nurkic. Outside, Jones. But they recover it. Lillard, the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. He kicks it to Nurkic. Outside, Jones. Here's Simons. Nurkic draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They're trailing, but they are really battling, working the ball down low, getting good looks in the paint. The inside game much improved from where it was in the first half.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubats. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Kennard in for George. Leonard on the wing. Stripped away. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
The Clippers again turning it over. Here's Lillard. 14 points for him. To the left side wing. Out left to the wing for the tie. The rebound by Patterson.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Paul George, he's been the guy. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Rajon Rondo is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Patterson in at the center position. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Collin comes in for Anthony Simon. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Leonard. And Morris subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Inside. And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
And they go to the intentional foul. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for Robert Covington. And a switch here also for the Clippers. George is checked in. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Stolen by George. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Pass to Kanter. Takes it from 10. Drained for 2 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Out to Morris. And the pass to Batum. George against McCollum. George, no good. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Lets it go from deep, and the 3-ball is good. And now a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Batum with the steal. To the inside. Here's George. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Powell with it. George picks him up. From the arc. Out to Anthony. To the middle. Collin passes to Powell. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard dishes to Kanter.
Well, we know this. When Enes Kanter is engaged, this guy is an effective offensive force. The defense has got to be on point.
And the first one drops. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Leonard in for Morris. Clippers trail by 7. Leonard attacking, and the layup falls.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Collin passes to Powell. Leonard against Lillard. Powell kicks to Anthony. 6 to shoot. Pass to Kanter. To the left wing. Nobody near Lillard. Off target with his 3. Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Lillard. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Leonard attacking. He gets that one.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Lillard outside. Foul for three. Hits it from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Pass to McCollum. Lillard against Leonard. Back to Lillard for the 3. Cousins pulls it in. Here's Leonard. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Back to Lillard. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Now Leonard. It's in!
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Anthony, and it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Lillard, clock at 2. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
No good that time, and the Trailblazers going the other way. McCollum passes to Powell, kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Anthony. Dishes to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Cantor trying to free himself up. Here's Anthony. Pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Pass break, Milwaukee. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Holiday, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. There's the pass to Middleton. On the wing, Giannis. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Outside Anthony, passes it to Powell. Lillard outside. Back to Powell, the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And this is the variety of ways Lopez can hurt you. He can be in the pick and pop. He can be in the roll. A lot of options from the big man.
Now here's Anthony. He kicks it to Powell. Back to Anthony. Powell trying to free himself up. Cantor, the pass to Powell. And a wide open look for McCollum. Misses the three. Bucks trail by 3. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Middleton. DiVincenzo with it. He's guarded by McCollum. Now the feed to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Lillard outside. Anthony left side. McCollum dishes to Lillard. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Powell, no one around him. No good with the triple. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Middleton. DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Giannis. Here's DiVincenzo. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. The dish to Powell. Back to McCollum. Milwaukee in the lead. Lopez outside. To the paint and stolen by Lillard. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Good hands by Lillard. You cannot get lazy or he'll pick your pocket and go the other way.
That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Trailblazers lead by 1. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the floor for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. 4 on the clock. The pass to Powell. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here we go, 1-on-1. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Great body control from Holiday, gets the shot off while getting hit in the process.
Milwaukee's shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Simons surveying the D. Passes it to Powell. Kicks to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Will it go? And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Milwaukee leading by 6. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Outside, Jones. Over to the wing. Cullen passes to Covington.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And the dunk by Covington.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by the Bucks.
Here's Holiday. He's got 8. Mora, the pass to Tucker. Here's Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
A different look for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Pass to McCollum. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. McCollum's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Mora, the pass to Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. Teague finds Portis. Here's Connaughton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Mora can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 11. 13 feet away. And he connects with the jumper. Lillard's got his first bucket of the night.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
Pass to Connaughton. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Teague. There's the pass to Mora. Outside Teague. Inside. Tucker, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so it's Milwaukee. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And that's going to...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Powell dishes to Anthony. Holiday against Lillard. Anthony kicks to Powell. McCollum outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 7.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Passes to Anthony. Kicks it out to Lillard. To the middle. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Middleton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks. Pass to Lillard. He dishes it to Powell. Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's the three. And another three for Portland.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton for three. Connects from three-point range. He has 5.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
And there's the pass to McCollum. He kicks it to Powell. Back to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nobody near Lillard. Here's Cantor. McCollum against DiVincenzo. McCollum, no good.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 16.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
Passes it to Powell. Here's Anthony. Antetokounmpo defending. Count that one. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in.
Oh, yikes, look out below. About that finish. Oof. Showing off the agility and quickness. Covington knows where to get when the break is on.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Tucker, the pass to Portis. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Portis has got 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Milwaukee leading by 14. Pass to Tucker. Here is Forbes. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Bucks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. He's got 5.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Lillard outside. Outside, Jones. Back to Lillard. Pass to Simons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this one. No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Here's Teague. It's stolen by Jones. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And thanks to their And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, you've got Yusuf Nurkic, Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2. Middleton outside. Back to DiVincenzo. Jones against Antetokounmpo for 3. Middleton, and it's Portland with the rebound. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Down low, DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. The pass to DiVincenzo. Now, Antetokounmpo, lock at 6. Count it.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Lillard scanning the floor. And he lays it straight in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
DiVincenzo with it. Middleton outside. Now DiVincenzo. Takes it down to Middleton. No good on the 3.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Covington finds Lillard. That 3 off the mark. Bucks leading by 15. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. Bounce pass Middleton. Here's Tucker. Back to Connaughton. For 3, Middleton. The shot misses. And it's Portland the other way.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. It goes on Chris Middleton. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Pat Connaughton. Portland also making some changes. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Chalk up 2 there.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Here is Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Middleton on the wing. Passes it to Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 16.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Pass to Anthony. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Holiday. Now here's Middleton. 5 to shoot. A 15-footer and another basket for Milwaukee.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bucks.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Drew Holiday.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Lopez against Cantor. Releases from 15. Kicks it down to Middleton. Goes back up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation. Always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. And the basket by McCollum.
Lillard involving his guys, a great passer, and he makes a good decision there.
The wide open look here for Lopez. And Cantor pulls it down. Here's Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Morris. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small 4. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Nobody near George. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it. Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
George looking over the floor. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from outside. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Giannis outside. Offensive rebound. Back to Holiday. There's the triple. And that one is off. And the Clippers will come the other way. George passes to Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Stolen by George. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And it's the Bucks on the break. Giannis with the ball.
Super quick in transition. The Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
And here's Holiday after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Middleton for 3. Milwaukee the rebound. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. From deep, George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And sometimes with George, it doesn't really matter where he's squaring up from. If he's in rhythm, even from distance, you've got to get a hand in his face or he'll drain it.
Now here's Lopez. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside, George from downtown. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And, you know, that's one of George's go-to shots. He's a 3-point shooter who spaces the floor well.
To the inside, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. 1:04 left in the first quarter. Middleton for 3. Knocked loose. Now here's Jackson. Pass to George. Launches it. Morris kicks to Zubats. Stolen by Middleton. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. The shot. It's hauled in by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. From outside the arc, Los Angeles with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Giannis has got 6.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Launches a 3. George missing again.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
DiVincenzo. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Jacks up a 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the boards.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Bucks on top. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the pass to Forbes. Left side, Portis. Rondo with the steal. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Kennard for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. And it's off from 3-point range. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shots good by Kennard.
And there aren't many players more reliable from 3-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
There's the lob to Portis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Kennard's shot is off.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Here's Connaughton. His 3-pointer's off the mark. LA has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Kennard for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Kennard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Fires the 3. That shot off the mark. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Inside and stolen by Cousins. And now the Clippers on the break. Batum's running. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Drops in the tray. Batum's got his first 3 points of the game. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Clippers leading by 6. Kennard on the wing. 1:02 left to play in the first half. For Milwaukee, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. The offensive rebound. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Connaughton's got 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Rondo with a clean look, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bucks trail by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. No good on the triple. The Clippers shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Kennard for 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
And a wide open look for Portis. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the wing position at both ends of the floor. It has. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Middleton outside. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a 3 on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
Got that one up quick.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Clippers leading by 5. In the corner, George with it. Takes the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Paul George with the steal. From deep three-point range, that doesn't go either for George.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
DiVincenzo with it. Guarded now by Jackson. High post Lopez. He's against Morris. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes. But in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Bucks trail. And here we go, the Bucks running again. Here's Connaughton. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And Los Angeles guys shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got 12 now in this quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And that one's good, George.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Connaughton. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Leading by 5. George from deep 3-point land. The rebound by Middleton.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Holiday. Connaughton kicks to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Antetokounmpo's got 16 points.
You know, with his athletic ability, Antetokounmpo could almost get away with not having a jump shot, but he's got one anyway.
He's off on that one. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Holiday finds Middleton. No one near him. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Portis has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Bucks.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
No good from Connaughton. The Clippers in the lead. Kennard for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside Rondo, pass to Beverly. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Middleton can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Kennard for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Batum finds Beverly. Beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Pass to Portis to tie it up. Feeds it to Giannis. Portis. On the wing, Holiday. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist in this one. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Paul George in for Patrick Beverly.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Tucker the pass to Nora. Puts up a 3. The Clippers grab the miss. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th. The 3 from George. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. The 3 ball. And it's Luke Kennard with the 3. Kennard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Outside Teague. To the left side wing. Here's Nora. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard would be able to find an open man right there, but Teague is always looking for the right play.
Outside, George. Here's the 3. Not going to go that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Forbes. Batum grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Kennard for 3. That shot misses. Milwaukee's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Forbes can't get it to go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Clippers keep it alive. Rondo dishes to George. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
The 3. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
From deep, George connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
There's the 3. No good. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Thank you, David. Great. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson, and it's George in at the shooting guard. Down low, Morris passes to George. Lets it go with the 3. And it's George again missing. McCollum outside. Portland moving the ball around. Powell finds Lillard. Covington with it, covered by Morris. Here's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. And the rejection by Zubac. Three-pointer, Lillard. They grabbed their own miss. McCollum outside. And finally they hit one. McCollum's got the first points up on the board for the Trailblazers. About 1 minute into the first quarter. There's the triple. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Powell kicks to Covington. Dishes it to McCollum. Now the pass to Powell. Just 4 to shoot. McCollum, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Leonard against McCollum. Leonard dishes to Morris. On the wing, George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Lillard missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Tips it. It's good on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Lillard against Zubac. McCollum outside. Back to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here is George. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. No good there with the step-back J.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Lillard finds McCollum. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James, I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
George with the bucket.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
Now here's Lillard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. McCollum passes to Lillard. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Jackson. Passes to George. Over McCollum. And misses it off the right side of the rim. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pass to Nurkic. George against Lillard. Powell, the pass to Covington. And he gets the bucket.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And it's George again missing.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
A three from McCollum. Powell against Leonard. A three from McCollum. But they'll get another chance. Here's Powell, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. Portland out in front, up 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And before the game we talked...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Patrick Beverly, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. Here's Anthony after the basket by Los Angeles. Jones from outside. Rondo with the rebound. Clippers trail by 4. Kennard on the wing. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
Now here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 5 on the clock. Simons, the pass to Anthony. That one doesn't go. The Clippers go the other way with it.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Kennard's shot is off. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Cantor's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And for Portland, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Pass to Cantor. Kicks it to McCollum. Shoots. And the shot is long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Kennard for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Outside Anthony. The pass to McCollum. Back to Anthony. Here's Simons. Another shot. Cantor kicks to Anthony. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Clippers trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kennard for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Kennard's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
It's McCollum with the drive. On the wing, Jones. McCollum against Kennard. McCollum passes to Jones, and it's Anthony at the elbow. McCollum from deep, three-point land. Again, McCollum missing. Passes it to Jones. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Right side, Jones. A three from McCollum. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Kennard for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Standing. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in two. And that'll do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Trailblazers trail by 3. On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. Powell for 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
And here's George. Outside Jackson. Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Lillard against Jackson. A 3 from McCollum. Trailblazers keep it alive. Kicks it out to Lillard. Out left to the wing. Clock at 4. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Clippers in the lead. Now, here's George. Here's Zubats. This one for 3. And Paul George with the 3. George has got 6.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Now Powell. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Stolen by George. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half. Showing good execution on the offensive end.
McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Lillard misses.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
That doesn't go either for George.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard to halt the run. Portland again missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And here's George for 3. George missing again. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's McCollum. And it goes down 2 points. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now, here is George. 9 points in the game so far, and it's the Trailblazers on the break. launches it, and McCollum is good for 3. And now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
It's George on the wing. From downtown. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. George has got 9 points in the quarter. McCollum passes to Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Latre. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 6. And here's George for 3. It's Morris atop the key. Jacks up a 3. And Paul George with the 3. George has got 12 points here in the second half.
Wow, defensively, for some reason, they've come out flat here in the second half.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good. McCollum. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 7. And it's McCollum in the corner. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in for Los Angeles. They've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Kennard for 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Kennard's got 12 points in the game.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. He kicks it to Powell. From the arc. Portland no good that time either. Here's Mann. Off target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Los Angeles on top as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Rajon Rondo. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Kennard in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And it's Simons missing. Los Angeles leading by 12. Pass to Kennard. Now Rondo. Back to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. Zubac kicks to Batum. From outside the arc. And it's Beverley missing. Trailblazers trail by 12. And the pass to Simons. To the middle. On the wing, Jones. Out to Anthony. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Nailed from three-point land. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now here's Powell. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lets a floater go, and he sinks the layup. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Kennard for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Now, here's Kennard. For 3. It doesn't go for him.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Here's Rondo. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Passes it to Kennard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Beverly the pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now, here's Kennard. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lillard the pass to Pop. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard outside. A three-pointer, no good. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
From deep. And it's Luke Kennard with the 3. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Powell against Kennard. From deep three-point range, the Clippers get another chance here. Pass to Morris. Shoots over Nurkic. That one wide left.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Outside Rondo. Kennard for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter. Short rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And Covington sends it back. McCollum up top, defended by Middleton. Antetokounmpo against Covington. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Pass to Powell. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Pass to Lopez. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. DiVincenzo against McCollum. Lillard attacking. McCollum against DiVincenzo. Trying to get open is Lopez. They get it again. Holiday with the 3. Powell pulls it in. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here. Here's Lillard. That shot no good. Great D that time from Middleton.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Snatched up. Giannis kicks to Middleton, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anthony trying to get open. Shot's good by Middleton.
Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. Way to get that one up quick.
Trailblazers trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
McCollum kicks to Kanter. Kicks it out to McCollum. To end the run. Covington trying to break free. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Now Jones following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Pass break, Milwaukee. Power down with both hands.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Good on the bucket.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Connaughton passes to Forbes. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Lillard misses.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
And Jones pulls it down. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Bucks ball.
Milwaukee leading by 5. And there's the pass to Forbes. To the paint. Here's Tucker. Lays it up off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 5. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was...
For me personally, I just want...
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Bucks, PJ Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo, and it's Forbes in at the point guard position. Portis kicks to Forbes. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Powell. 4 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Here's Portis, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the truth is, Cantor is a fairly high percentage shooter inside. Sometimes better in this case to send him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Derek Jones. And then for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for PJ Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Forbes. And the Bucks miss again. Trailblazers trail by 3. Bobs it up for Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And while not a huge leaper, Cantor does have enough length and athleticism to make a play like that simple.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Inside, Lopez. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Bucks lead by 3.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. And it's McCollum off the drive. Lillard from outside. No good on that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. For 3, Middleton. And it's Portland with the rebound. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Nurkic checked in for Portland. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Lillard finds Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. And it's good off the back rim and in. Lillard's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Pass to Portis. And here's Tucker. Outside Teague. Fires from deep. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. The shot by Lillard wide open. A miss that time would have put him up.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Tucker. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Tucker's got his second basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Passes it to McCollum. Back to Powell. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Lillard fires away from way outside. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. The 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. Portland moving the ball around. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. And another shot. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Tucker dishes to T. Pass to Portis. Covered by Lillard. Back to Portis. Uncovered. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. From deep. Portland with a new 14. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
Bucks leading by 3. Outside Teague. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of the game. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. An open look for Lillard. Lillard again missing.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Mora, the pass to Portis. Outside Teague. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. Teague's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, if you let a player like Jeff Teague get set from behind the arc, he's going to make you pay.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end. And that does it for our half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Enes Kanter. What a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Lillard against Holiday. Up top Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
Giannis inside. Covington's there. Middleton outside. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the rejection by Giannis. The kick out to Holiday. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Powell and Middleton with the block.
Well, the long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Powell. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Back to McCollum. Holiday against Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Covington. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Outside Holiday. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Anthony. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard's showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Lopez passes to Middleton. From past the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. Covington's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Nurkic getting up there and waiting that rim.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. The lead is 2. Time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on Enes Kanter's injury. David, what'd you find out there?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Trailblazers. He told me it's a sprained elbow. Now, they put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. He won't play any further tonight, obviously, and will be out for quite a while. Kevin, back to you.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got 6 points in the quarter.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
Lillard, the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Anthony trying to get open. And it's Lillard missing. Milwaukee in the lead. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Lillard with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
32 seconds left to play in the third. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The pass to Connaughton. Back to Forbes. Pass to Connaughton. Shoots the three. The shot, no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point. Stolen. Here's Norrell to the middle. Tucker, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Simons, the pass to Powell. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. They get it again. Anthony. Jones dishes to Nurkic. Powell kicks to Jones. Off target with his three. Bucks leading by 4. Connaughton passes to Forbes. Now here's Tucker, defended by Jones. Mora can't get it to go. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Here's Simon, and he slams it one-handed.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Here's Connaughton, guarded by Powell, passes to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that one's good, Anthony.
Can't allow that much separation, even as the pass is coming his way. Try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
Here is Forbes. Here's Portis. That three off the mark. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones. McCollum left side. He kicks to Powell. Out to the wing. Here's Simons. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter.
How about that shot by Middleton? Doesn't matter where it is in the game. He'll take that shot.
Trailblazers trail by 4. And here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Covington trying to break free. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists now tonight. DiVincenzo against McCollum. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Drills the three-pointer. Middleton's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
McCollum dishes to Powell. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Powell. From deep. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Lopez left side. McCollum against Antetokounmpo. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in.
Damian Lillard.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's McCollum with the drive. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. The pass to McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Holiday. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. A 2-point game. Middleton outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard from deep three-point land. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.